March 2nd, 2020. Joe Biden has won South Carolina. Amy and Pete drop out of the race for president and endorse the three-time loser Biden. Bernie is filling stadiums full of people from the streets, educated, caring Americans of all types, all ages, who know we can create a better future if the fat cats weren't in our way, stopping any progress by foolishly holding back the inevitability of the future. Watch now how the establishment locksteps behind Biden. It will lie, cheat, steal its way so that they can have a Biden versus Trump campaign that steals the power to actually save the world from Bernie and his popular majority of powerless and disenfranchised masses. The old white man's Biden with Lizzie the liar and cheating Pete and anti-copper Amy, the thin Hillaryite establishment elite, all behind Biden, this symbolic rotting corpse of the body politic, the old boy politician from the 50s, gaffing and groping and sniffing his way into doing nothing for anyone. Just another cardboard cutout corporate spokesman, a fake Democratic Republican elitist. Old Joe Biden, with his hands firmly on the rope, pulling in a tug of war against time. A perverted, narcissistic mirror image of Trump without the benefit of a career in TV. Joe Biden will only be what the establishment really wants. A shoddy Trump. A perfect foil for Trump to bully and demean. If they put forth a white establishment candidate, only white establishment people will vote for them, and the rest will not vote at all or vote for Trump, because the Republicans do everything they can to placate and pander to their fundamentalist Christian evangelical base for the sake of their overlords, the corporations. The Democrats pander to the same base of centrist, moderate Republicans instead of their huge majority of progressive voters. They shun them like the plague in favor of their corporate overlords that give them tons and tons of cash, their plushy jobs and perks, their pensions, their hundreds of thousands of dollars they get in salaries, the prestige, the notoriety, the publicity, the celebrity. It's all they're in it for. And this is a perfect recipe for what eventually boils over into a revolution. And the longer it has to cook before it's acknowledged by the power structure, and these obsolete institutions are allowed to transform, reform, and change, the more harsh will be the response of the people to those abuses. You can't just go on abusing the people forever. They're going to rebel. As the great late martyr of the early 60s, John Kennedy said so well, if you make peaceful revolution impossible, you make violent revolution inevitable. As my friend Lunge the dinosaur has been trying to say these many years, it is too late for this kind of gaming by the establishment. The world is melting. The time is now. And as the consequences of this corporate rule become more and more obvious, the degradation of our environment, the disenfranchisement of our liberties and rights, the abuses, the same abuses that caused the original American Revolution, will inevitably cause a new revolution. And if they don't allow this movement to become part of the political process and to have its time to rule this nation and reform our institutions, the response will most likely be that if the Lord spares Bernie Sanders, he could be the first prime minister of the United States. And the United States as we know it will be over. And that's the price they're going to have to pay eventually for this foolishness of holding back the inevitable future. Let us not go extinct, and let us save the future now. Thank you.